Best stocks to buy now for 2023. The stock market can be tricky. It sometimes appears that the market is rigged against you. Whatever you buy goes down, and after you exit, it starts going back up. If you think it's just you, it isn't. In short-term trading, over a few weeks, the fluctuation in price of stocks happens due to supply and demand. When too many people want to buy the same stock compared to people who want to sell it, the price goes up. Vice versa for the price going down. If you want to escape the curse of stocks being against you, you need to play a whole different game. You need to revamp your stock picking strategy and start holding stocks for years instead of days. Instead of technical analysis, think value generation. Before we continue, hello and welcome to Tom's Do-It-Yourself Investing, a channel where we discuss personal finance tips, investing guides, real estate, and the stock market. In this video, we'll be discussing the best stocks to buy now for 2023. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon. What stocks to buy? There's no straitjacket formula for picking the right stocks. If there were one, no one would lose money in stocks, and the stock market is a zero-sum game. Someone has to lose money for you to make money. When you buy a stock, you buy a fraction of the business. You are a part owner of that fine establishment. Why would you want to put your name on a company that is not destined for success? Think like a business owner. Stick to what you know. If you work as a software engineer in AI, you probably know a lot about AI. Learn about up-and-coming startups and developments in the AI field. Invest your money in AI companies that could change the world. Use your knowledge and expertise to find the diamond in the rough. Similarly, if you're working as a real estate agent, you already know the best areas and the best deals happening in town. Subscribe to every real estate journal and magazine. Stay up to date with every development happening. Learn about the new startups that are entering the real estate space. Learn more about tech companies disrupting the space. If you think that they solve an actual problem, invest in them. If you pick the right stocks, you will be rewarded, or else you might lose some or all of your investment. How to pick the right stocks. 5-step formula. Think of yourself like those Shark Tank investors. There are thousands of stocks listed in the stock market asking for your money. It is your money. Be very careful when giving it to someone else. There's a high chance you may never see it back. Here are 5 steps you can follow to add some discipline to your investment journey. Number 1. Find out what you know. Do you work in finance, healthcare, tech? What's your strength? Which field do you know the most about? Dive deeper into your field. Subscribe to magazines, read news, talk to people in the same space. Do everything you can to educate yourself about your market. Number 2. Look for businesses that have an edge. Have you seen medieval castles in movies and shows? They have a trench around them with water and crocodiles. They lower the gate when someone arrives to visit the king. That's called a moat. In business, we use moat to define a competitive edge a business has over its competition. If you have a large moat, you can be safe from competition. It doesn't have to be startups or businesses in your field. Tech is having a huge impact on healthcare and real estate. Developments in another industry can have ripple effects on other industries. Businesses with a strong moat tend to beat the competition better. Number 3. Don't invest in the first thing you see. Do a value analysis first. You will come across a great business every day, and you buy it without thinking, only to regret it. Don't do this. Calm down and think rationally. Every stock can be a good or a bad deal depending on its price. Just because the company is doing something revolutionary does not mean you have to instantly buy the stock. If a stock is worth $100 but is trading for $500, it's not a good bet. It doesn't matter how good the business is. You need to be critical. Question everything. What do they do? How do they do it? How much debt do they have? And what is their edge over the competition? To find out the value of the company, you need to learn the art of valuation. More on that in later videos. Number 4. Buy and hold long term. If you want to escape the curse of the stock market against you, don't sell. The best time to sell a stock is never. As long as the stock you picked is right, and as long as the industry hasn't changed, keep holding your stock. With time, it will go up and down. It may even crash 30% in a month, but stay true to yourself. If the business is indeed strong, it will bounce back soon. Keep buying more and lower your average cost of purchase. So you're probably asking, how do I make money if I don't sell? The answer is dividends. I made a whole video on it a few days back. Companies will reward their shareholders with a percentage of profit. This is called a dividend. Some companies pay a dividend while others may hold the dividends and reinvest the money in their growth. That is acceptable too. It depends on your goals. If you need a stock that pays dividends, look for mature companies that are not counting on growth. 2023 to 2024 may be a year of recession, so you need businesses with large cash, low debt, strong moat, and all-weather business. Number 5. Forget you hold the stock. Just as important of a step is to forget about your holdings. Stop checking the price of your stocks every day. Maybe once a month is fine. You cannot let the movements of the stock market have an impact on your mood. You did everything you could. You bought the right stock and got it at the right price. You cannot do anything else. So just believe in the company and let it sit for a few years. But you need to stay updated with the developments in the business and the industry. You might have to sell the company if it's not relevant anymore. If it loses its edge over the competition, consider dumping it. I cherry-pick some companies with a strong moat that are likely to do well in 2023. Number 10. Alphabet, Google. Google has one of the biggest moats, their data, their search engine algorithm. 90% of internet searches originate through Google. Right now, it is impossible to be on the internet and not take the help of Google. Google also owns your data, your ads, and Android. It's constantly investing in R&D to stay up to date with the competition. It's constantly acquiring startups to stay relevant with advancements in tech. Google does not pay dividends right now because it's focused on growing. If that is not a problem, you can buy Alphabet today and forget about it. 2023 or 2033, you might not regret this purchase ever. Number 9. Coca Cola. This company needs no introduction. Americans love Coke. It is the single largest selling beverage after water on Earth. But it is more than just Coke. It also houses dozens of other brands. It has also expanded into the healthy drink and juice space. Coca-Cola is a mature company that pays regular dividends. By all standards, it's a great company and deserves to be on your list for the next year. Coke is an all-weather company and it will survive any recession you throw at it. It has low debt and high cash reserves. Number 8. Nestle. While we're talking about FMCG, Nestle is the largest FMCG company in the world. FMCG stands for fast-moving consumer goods. You can hate it, but you can't avoid it. It is impossible to cut out Nestle from your life. Nestle dominates every product category it enters in the FMCG market. It owns hundreds of brands and thousands of subsidiaries. Nestle is an expert in delivering results when it comes to the FMCG sector. You have to have it in your portfolio. It has the highest revenue in the FMCG space and one of the strongest balance sheets. This company is only going up. Number 7. Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the largest companies in the whole world. They own MS Windows, Azure, LinkedIn, MS Office, and Xbox, among other things. MS Excel has a steep and rewarding learning curve, which is why it enjoys one of the best customer loyalties out there. Xbox has exclusives that you cannot play on other platforms. Brands have built their engagement on LinkedIn and rely on it to get customers and jobs. Azure hosts the data of the Pentagon on their cloud. Microsoft is an integral part of every business and it is impossibly hard to dethrone the king. Number 6. Apple. Apple is almost like a cult at this point. Their customer loyalty is scary. It enables them to charge extra for the same stuff. It is the most profitable company in America. It has the largest cash balance in the history of mankind. In 2019, their cash balance was $100 billion. It currently sits at $50 billion. This pile is bigger than the treasury of most countries. If AirPods were a company in itself, it would be the largest earphone company in the whole world. iPad is the best-selling tablet out there. iPhone is the most profitable phone in the world. And now it's making its semiconductor chips. Apple's greatest moat is its ecosystem. All Apple products connect in an almost magical way. It is hostile to non-Apple users. Once you buy an Apple AirPods, iPhone, iMac, or iPad, chances are you will have to buy other Apple products, use Apple Pay, listen to Apple Music, purchase apps from the Apple Store, and others. Once you're hooked, it's very hard for you to escape. This is what makes Apple a trillion-dollar corporation. It's a recession-proof business and perfect for 2023. Number 5. Amazon. Amazon has invested several $100 billion to perfect its logistics. Bezos has done the unthinkable by consolidating the entire e-com space. What Amazon has done was considered impossible by many investors. They lost money for decades trying to build the perfect network of the supply chain. Now that it's complete, they are one of the most fearsome companies in the world. It's not just e-commerce. Amazon Basics, Essentials, Alexa, Prime, Healthcare, and most important, AWS and Amazon Pay. If there is a future, Amazon is part of it. Amazon is testing new tech, trying to get better every day. It's building the company for the future, and it is not short on money. It's a fearsome company that has disrupted multiple industries. Buy it any chance you get. Amazon has already beaten the odds. It's futile to bet against it. Number 4. Salesforce. Salesforce is a software company. It's a cloud company that sells CRM software. CRM means customer relationship management. If you work in HR, management, or IT, you know that this company needs no introduction. Salesforce brought light into the world. It allows megacorps to draw analytics about their customers and help them in increasing profitability by managing customer relations. Their moat is their analytics tool and their seamless software. Almost all large companies use Salesforce or its competitors. The company has almost negligible debt and very high profit margins. Number 3. Disney. Disney is not just a streaming company. It is a monopoly of entertainment. When you want to go out and have fun, they have Disneyland. When you want to stay in and stream, they have Disney+. If you want to go to the movies, they own Marvel and Pixar. If you want to write a story, they own the copyright on it. They own everything in the media entertainment space. This is not just America. Disney is a global monopoly. They own news channels, daily soaps, sports, cartoons, and music channels across the globe. As long as people need entertainment, Disney will prosper. They have one of the most stringent copyright policies to protect their brand. Disney is going to complete its century next year. For 100 years, this company has developed its moat, which is to create the best ways to entertain the world. It's a recession-proof business, ready for 2023 and any slowdown beyond it. Number 2. J&J. Johnson's is more than just baby powders. J&J is on an M&A streak. They're focused on their healthcare line and building a portfolio of strong companies. It is currently in talks of 3 acquisitions. J&J was one of the first vaccines for COVID. It's also betting heavily on DNA research and heart diseases. The future is filled with obese people and health problems, and J&J is hoping to profit heavily from it. The baby product segment is a mature industry and brings in regular dividends, while the healthcare segment is only beginning to grow, despite being the breadwinner of the company. Ironically, J&J is taking baby steps. Number 1. Block, formerly Square. With the rise of internet payments, I think Visa and MasterCard are going to get destroyed over the coming years. Unless they do something revolutionary and enter the mobile payment space, they cannot compete with Cash App and UPI transactions. Block owns Cash App. As Cash App becomes more and more convenient and widespread, chances are Block will become the next Visa. The future of payments is digital, not just electronic. That is what Block is aiming for. We've given you a great list of stocks to buy now for 2023. Use the 5-step formula to find additional great stocks to add to your portfolio. Did this video help educate you and equip you with the right investing strategy for stocks? Let us know in the comments below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them and I will get back to you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share the knowledge with those who might find it useful. I'll be back with more videos. Until then, take care and stay tuned.